I'm Marques, and I'm going to show you how to do Hawaiian needle turn applique. It's a little different than conventional mainland style applique because you work with a raw edge. You don't pre-turn your edges. I'm going to show you needle turn applique, and to begin with, you start with an inside corner, which you can clip a little bit. The difference between needle turn and conventional applique is that you do not pre-press the seam. You turn it as you are sewing. So you take your needle, you sort of hold it like a pencil almost, and you fold the fabric in just like that. It does no harm to run your fingernail on it a little bit to crease it. On inside corners, you sew very, very close together because there's no real turn there. So you sew very close together, almost on top of each other. And you always put your needle down in the background fabric and come up with a tiny little bite in the top colored applique piece, because as you're pulling the thread, it actually helps roll the corner under. And once you're on the straight or the curve, those stitches can be a little further apart. You use a thread that is similar in color to the colored fabric that you're sewing down. Although I have also seen it done with white if the background is white. This is how you do the needle turn applique when you're just on a straight or gently curved line, not an inside corner, not an outside corner. You don't turn under too much at once, a maximum, I would say, of an inch. But if you're trying to do a curve, you might even want to do like half an inch. You should do maybe 2 or 3 stitches and then turn under a little more, just like this. But don't get ahead of yourself, because that ends up with sort of stiff, clunky lines. And in Hawaiian applique, you want the lines to be very smooth, very gentle. Okay, here I'm going to do this needle turn again, just like that. Now I'm coming to what I call an outside corner or a leaf point. This is how you do that. You clip the end. You don't want all this. You fold it into the point. See the point? Then you take your stitches up to the point in the way that you've been doing on the smooth, straight part. And now, when you get close to the point, what you do is you come up right at the point. See that? You do a very tiny little stitch right on top of the point. Then you turn your work, and you take this point and you flatten it out, just like that. Push down on it with your thumbnail to get it kind of flat. And then you do one more stitch almost on top of the one you just did to catch the point. And then you turn your work again. And then you take this part and you push it down. Again, flatten it with your thumbnail. And then you take another tiny stitch right on the other side of the point, just like that. And then you go back to doing a fairly smooth turn. But you see here, you don't really want to do a whole inch. You want to do like a half an inch, maybe a couple of stitches. And you see here you're coming to an inside point, and we've already done those, but clip ahead of time. Turn, just like the straight needle turn. And again, don't get ahead of yourself. There is no extra reward for speed. You want to go slow and patient.